Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the situation of Abde and Ferran Torres on why these two players' futures are very much correlated. And then later in the video, we're also going to be talking about Barcelona starting their insane interest in Ivan Fresneda. And then lastly, talk about Barcelona's economical situation. It's going to be a very exciting video. There is a lot that we do have to discuss. And so if you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. I'm happy that you guys are here. Keep in mind that if you guys want to have your questions answered within a video, all you do have to do is sign up for the membership that I do have displayed on this YouTube channel. Once you do sign up, have any questions that you do have, put them in the comments, and again, I'm going to grab those and put them into a separate video while at the same time give you multiple shout outs. So any questions that you do have regarding Barcelona or just anything else in the world of football, it can be answered through the membership. And so let's talk about Ferran Torres and Abde first, because look, 24 to 48 hours ago, there was a game between Barcelona and Arsenal. Barcelona lost 3-5, but one of the key players on that night for Barcelona was Abde, and the reason why is because Abde has shown something that Barcelona were struggling with and did not have in the previous season, which was having effectiveness on the left wing. We did not really have that in terms of goal contributions. Like, yes, we had Gavi playing on the left, but we did not have that definitive goal scorer on the left side, nor a player that was able to take on multiple players. But Abde in this game against Arsenal was able to provide both of those things. He provided great dribbles, he took down multiple players, which was exactly what we needed. He was very direct, he was extremely fast, and he was able to contribute on a goal. The first goal that Barcelona did score was because of Abde. Now, why am I talking about this again? Well, that is because right now Barcelona is in a very tough spot. They have to make a decision. Who is going to be leaving in this summer? Is it Ferran Torres or Abde? Now, you may say, Ferran Torres, Kevin, like, come on, of course Barcelona they're going to let go of Ferran Torres. It's only going to be Abde. But the tricky thing is that if Barcelona want to bring in brand new players after they register all of their current players right now, they're gonna have to make some sales. I will be talking about on why Barcelona's on the 1-1 financial fair play rule again later in this video, which is going to be in the last like 2 or 3 minutes of the video. But the main point is that Barcelona is in a situation where now they can sell a player and bring a brand new player in. Before, it was like we had to sell 2 or 3 players in the squad to bring one player in, but now because Barcelona are getting economically healthy, it's one player out and one player in. Barcelona are thinking about which attackers should leave. Should it be Abde? Should it be Ferran Torres? Should it be Ansu Fati? And the player with the most value, it is Abde. And that is why I'm very much concerned about Abde and his future at this club, because it's quite clear that Javi Hernandez needs this player, and he is someone that does listen to Xavi. Like, for example, I remember back in December 2021 when he was making one of his first few appearances for Barcelona, and Javi Hernandez ordered Abde and said, hey, look, this is what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to run past these players because you have the capability to do so, and you help Barcelona and the team score more goals. And Abde listened. He did exactly that. And even Abde said right after that game back in December 2021, and I quote, he told me to take on defenders, so basically I took on the defenders. And now a couple of hours ago, we saw the exact same thing. Javi Hernandez says, hey, look, you're going to be starting. I'm going to need you to do the exact same thing, like what you are good at, and we're going to need your best form. And Abde, yet again, has delivered. And so Abde does exactly what Xavi does demand, and Xavi only wants players like that. And that is why I do say, and I'm concluding that Abde should be a player for the future at Barcelona. Now, Javi Hernandez has tried to move away from Abde by using Rafinha on the left or Dembele on the left and having either Dembele or Rafinha on the right side, but it hasn't really worked out. Both of these two players do prefer to play on the right side. And so Javi Hernandez is like, okay, look, like I know that Rafinha and Dembele tried to be on the left side, but their best forms do come on the right. And I'm going to need a player to perform on the left side because eventually we are going to need situations where we're going to need a very lethal left winger, and Abde is already there. And that is why Xavi does give confidence towards the player and why he wants him at the club. Now, we already talked about Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres playing on the left wing, but we all know how that went. They underdelivered, and that is why Javi Hernandez sent a message to every Barcelona fan in the world that the fact that Abde started against Arsenal already shows you who is first choice on the left wing, and that is, again, Abde. But going back to the root of this whole problem, as much as we talk about how he is so perfect for the club, if Ferran Torres does not leave, I have a very big feeling that Barcelona will turn their heads towards Abde and say, you need to leave because we want to sign a brand new player. Ferran Torres has said multiple times and made it very clear that he's not leaving and that he believes that he can continue at Barcelona and that he's good enough. This is what Ferran Torres said. I have a contract here and I'm going to stay. It's the journalists who put tags on players or say they might be sold, but I don't care at all. I'm going to fight for a spot with the team and let the manager decide. He continues to say, I'm the first to be self-critical. I know I wasn't great last season, but I learned a lot. The ups and downs helped me to be stronger. And so this is a real serious issue. a real serious issue, because if Ferran does not leave, most likely we could see Abde being sold to a different club, and that's going to be a huge loss for Xavi, because I know deep down he does prefer Abde over Ferran and Ansu Fati. And so once again, to make it very clear, from the sporting point of view, keeping Abde and letting go of Ferran Torres makes much more sense. But economically, to Joan Laporta, to Mateo Leman, and everybody that works in the economic department, it makes much more financial sense to sell Abde and to keep Ferran Torres, because Ferran Torres is a very hard player to move and to sell for a good amount because of his recent form. So we move on towards the next topic of today, and now let's talk about Barcelona's right back position, because yet again, Barcelona have reactivated their interest on Ivan Fresneda. It says here, according to Alex Pintanel, that Ivan Fresneda only wants to move to Barcelona. Mateo Moreto even added, Barcelona wants to sign Fresneda for about 10 million euros. The club was in contact with Real Valladolid again recently. The player prefers Barcelona over AC Milan. The theme could heat up in the next few days or even in the next few weeks. Although the player's release clause is 20 million, it's evident that he'll be sold for a lower price, and that's mainly because Real Valladolid were relegated. They're now in second division, and because of that, every player's market value and transfer fee overall is just going to be like 2x lower than how it was supposed to be. And that is why Barcelona are looking at Ivan Fresneda with good eyes, because economically it makes a lot of sense, and Fresneda has shown time and time again that he's a great right back that knows how to defend. And I said this before, it's really going to be depending on what Barcelona wants. If they want a better attacker on the right back position, it is Cancelo. If they want a better defender in the right back position, it is Ivan Fresneda. As of now, it does seem like Barcelona is leaning towards the option of Ivan Fresneda. Do I believe that Barcelona could sign both, which is Fresneda and Cancelo? I don't think so. I really do doubt that. I mean, maybe it depends on how Barcelona view the right back position. Maybe they say that they need 2 to 3 right back reinforcements, because if Serginho Dest is leaving and Julian Araujo is also leaving, then of course they could be signing those two players at the same transfer window. But I highly do doubt that. I feel like if they sign Fresneda, they will go for Bernardo Silva right after. So we move on towards the last topic of today, and remember how I did say that Barcelona's economic situation has changed and now they're on the 1-1 financial fair play rule? Well, it does say here, and to basically clarify what exactly that is, it says here that Joan Laporta has found the solution and Barcelona returns to the 1-1 financial fair play rule that has been approved by La Liga. The agreement has been reached because of Orpheus and Socios on the investment of a German company to buy 16% of their percentage in Barca Studios. They will pay 60 million euros in the club, meaning that Barcelona is going to be receiving another 60 million, which is different from the deal that Barcelona had with Qatar yesterday, which is amounting to 100 million euros. So the fact that Barcelona are going to be injected another 160 million euros this summer is huge news. Who knows what Barcelona can afford moving forward? I have no idea. We haven't gotten any like details about just how much of an impact 160 million euros actually is for the summer. We'll see. But again, it's good news. But I believe it is good enough, because the fact that now Barcelona is able to sell one player and bring in another, it is something that we did not have before. About 4 or 5 weeks ago, Javier Tebas made it very clear that if Barcelona wanted to bring a new player to the club, they had to sell 2 to bring in 1. And that's very alarming. So I do assume that with this total 160 million euros, they're going to be able to register all the players that they need to register and maybe welcome 1 to 2 more players. I'm still going by Mateo Leman's words. He has said back in April when he was about to move to Aston Villa that he believes that his job is not done here and that we should expect a very surprising transfer window. We have about 4 to 5 weeks left, and I do assume that Barcelona are going to be making massive moves in the last 8 to 10 days of the transfer window, and I cannot wait to see what that's going to be. So that is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.